Okay, so Blaze, make sure you go into the announcement section in Canvas and then put in the link to your project. And then don't forget to upload it to Canvas assignment for this. Don't forget to upload your Of Mice and Men final project to the assignment part in Canvas so that I can grade it. Okay, how's it going? Everybody ready? Okay, so let me just quickly share my screen with you guys and then we'll get started with our day. Anybody sick of this cold weather yet? Yeah? Okay. Yeah, me too. Kai, I actually really like it. It's just really cold. Like when we go and paddle, like I have to wear a long sleeve shirt. Okay, hang on. All right, so just real fast, this is what we have for this week, all right? So if you guys look, we're gonna share out this morning, and then we're going to be sharing out our poems that we read, that we created last week. So that's gonna be this one right here, the poetic response to Introduction of Harlem Renaissance. We're gonna share that in pairs. Okay, and then we're going to go over this poem by Amanda Gorman called The Hill We Climb, and then we're going to do a quick response to that. Yay. And then for cohort B, you're going to be jumping into just an introduction of the Hawaiian Renaissance. Okay, and the reason why we're doing that is because we can study other people's Renaissance, right? Other people's rebirth and reestablishing their cultures. But I think we also need to take a look at the Renaissance that has happened here. Some say that we've had like a second or even third Renaissance. It depends on how you see this. Okay, but we're going to make that connection from the Harlem Renaissance to the Hawaiian Renaissance. Okay. As you guys know, many of you guys know this, but if we fast forward all the way to our final for our second semester final, you guys are going to be creating a slam poem and presenting it for your final. Okay. Before you do that, though, there's going to be a research paper involved because you're going to be embedding the things that you've learned from the Harlem Renaissance, Hawaiian Renaissance, and then the injustices from the book Nickel Boys that we're going to be reading soon. Okay, so just a heads up on that. Okay, so let me click on this. You guys can click on this as well. Okay, so while we're sharing out, okay, in the small groups, this is what's going to happen. We're going to do a small group share out. You're going to be sharing out your project. Before you share out your project, you're going to post a link into the chat. Okay, everybody good on that? That way everybody can get on your project. Then what you're going to just do is just basically summarize what you created and explain the why. Okay, classmates will be listening. Okay, and then you guys will be making comments on the documents and slideshow. Okay, so that's the first thing we're going to do this morning. And then we'll transition to a partner share out for the response poem that we hopefully created this past week. Okay, and then there you go. We're going to go over this Amanda Gorman poem. We're going to do an analysis of it and then start our second poetic response to a selected poem. And that's our day for today. Okay. Cohort B, I excel. It's like I swore. It's like I excel. Okay, yeah, got it. Okay, so make sure you guys, we gotta make sure we do this. Some of you guys are doing it, doing your I excel sessions like on cohort A days, which is totally fine, but we just got to make sure that we're done with it before cohort B day is done. Okay, we good on that? Zeke, you good on that? Okay, cool. All right, where's everybody? What's up with your guys' screens? Do I have to go over expectations of how I run my class? Everybody doing okay? Thank you. Okay, and then you have this Hawaiian Renaissance article that has a timeline attached to it. So, here we go. So there's two group partners, right? There's like Apole and La'akea, and then we have Carson and Tia, I believe. Okay, so you guys are in the same rooms as each other. So that's done. So we're gonna stop the share. Okay. All right, you ready to share out? Okay, awesome. Go for it. Hi, Alicia, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Thanks for coming today. We're gonna, I'm just gonna have you just kind of check out the presentations, okay? So you can kind of get a feel for what we did for Of Mice and Men, okay? So I'm gonna put you in room 3, yeah, okay. And then hopefully we can finish early, and then I'll just kind of catch you up on what you can do just to start you off. I've left all the assignments open for you guys, for you till February 26th. So I've kind of given you like 2 weeks to try and see. And then if you noticed on Chaos Connect, I excused a bunch of the assignments just so that it's possible for you to catch up, okay? Sounds good, Jeff?
Yeah, sounds good. I got your email, so
yeah,
it's basically all the stuff on Chaos Connect, yeah.
Yeah, so except the one that's like an extra credit, don't do that one. No need.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So just kind of sit back. You can make comments as they present. Okay. So, all righty.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
You too.
Hi.
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 What are we supposed to be doing?
Sharing out your presentation, your project.
So not the poem draft from yesterday.
No. So you have your Of Mice and Men choice board final that you were supposed to do. So you're just going to send the link, yeah, in the chat. There you go. And then you're just going to summarize what you created and just explain what you did. And everybody's going to get to see your work, and then they'll just comment, and then you'll move on to the next one. Okay, pretty easy, like real low key. I just wanted you guys to kind of share it out, and then I'm going to be grading it later. Okay.
We need access to your doc.
Who is that, Alicia? Or
yes.
me? Okay.
It should be good now, I think. Do I share my screen?
Mm-hmm. Can you share it or no?
Okay.
Yeah, it works now.
You should be able to try.
Okay. So I made a presentation about my topic. Yeah. Okay. So my topic that was the female characters and their presence in Of Mice and Men. So the women in the book are Aunt Clara and the woman in Reed, who are kind of just like foundational characters, so you know more about the men in the book. And the only like main character female in the book is Curly's wife, who is basically just an antagonist, and she's very disrespected by kind of everyone on the ranch. And the thing that I kind of chose to go along with in the book was loneliness. And I feel like everyone in the book kind of experiences loneliness, and it kind of pushes them to do a lot of different things. But when it comes to Chloe's wife, no one really has any sympathy for her because of how she hurts other people.
Hello. Hi, Kai.
I worked with somebody, but
Oh,
we're not
shoot.
in the same breakout
Who is
room.
your partner?
Trinity.
Right. I gotta move her. Hang on. She's coming your way. You're in group 3. Okay, watch. She's gonna appear before our eyes. There she is. Sorry, Trinity. Were you like, I'm not in the right room? Okay, cool. All right. So who's going first? Blaze, where are you? Blaze, what you doing?
My brother log on to his Zoom.
Okay.
Real quick.
All right. Who's going first? So Alicia, what you can do is you can get onto Canvas and then just kind of look at the share out choice board final for Of Mice and Men, so you know what they've done. They had to choose between these 5 options to demonstrate their knowledge of Mice and Men. So you can kind of take a look at that, and then you can get an idea of what they're doing. Okay, so when you guys introduce what you're doing, can you just say which option or which choice you selected as well? Okay. All right, so don't forget to put your presentations in the chat so everybody can click on it real easily. And then you guys are just gonna comment on stuff and maybe ask questions, okay? What, Zeke? Are you okay? Should I ask?
I didn't start it yet
Why?
because I'm a master procrastinator.
Rada, this has been open for 2 weeks.
I know.
What?
No. Wow.
Oh my
I
God.
thought it was due at 11:59. I didn't know who was gonna share it out.
Bombers. Okay, well, enjoy. Okay, who's going first?
Kumu,
Yeah.
I was trying to get like a link so I could put it into the doc, and now my project is not loading.
Okay. What do you have to do? Do you have to restart your computer?
I'm not sure. I already tried restarting my computer. Like I left the
Okay.
Zoom
Mhm.
earlier, but
Huh, I wonder what you can do. Let me see if I can get it for you. Oh, I see. Did you upload it to Canvas already?
no.
Oh boy. Okay, so who's gonna share out then? We have 1, 2, looks like we have 2 presentations. Blaze, are you done with yours?
Ms. Kawatu, I completely forgot about it. But it's not like yesterday I did all my work that was due. Like I did my poem and the other thing. So like I was trying, but I honestly forgot about it.
Ay. Okay. Let me check my other groups. Okay, Kai, can you guys share out so at least you guys can get your points? Thank you. Okay, who's sharing out over here?
Here, guys. Oh, just shared.
Yay.
Comments. On
Oh, you
this.
guys making the comments. Okay. How you guys doing? It's freezing. No?
I saw you running the other day.
Yeah, I ran this morning too. It's getting lighter earlier, so I can run earlier.
Oh, like the sun?
Yeah,
No. Yeah.
it was freezing though. But if I don't run in the mornings, then I get really crabby during the day because you know how we sit. So I get up at like 6 o'clock and I just run really fast. Takes me like a half an hour to run 3 miles and then I just quickly get ready for school. Okay. Can you guys upload your assignments to Canvas as well so I can grade it with a rubric?
Which one is that one? The share out one?
Yeah, yeah. Your poems we're gonna share out separately. We're gonna do that later, like in pairs.
I don't think there's a button to press to submit it.
Really? Oh.
Yeah. One mine.
What happened? No wonder nobody submitted it. I wonder what happened. Let me look. What is today's date? The 10th. Oh, I see. So stupid. Sorry. I didn't open the access to upload the files. Great. Okay, now you guys can do it. Oh, so stupid. I wonder if that happened in the other one. No. Okay. All right, now do you guys have a button now? Okay, thank you for letting me know. Jake, how you doing?
Oh, good.
Good?
I'm trying to like link it, but I'm not able to link the doc yet. The
Oh, to the sign up sheet?
OMAM project, yeah.
Yeah. OMAM project. Yeah. How come? Can you access it? The link can edit. You should be able to. Do you want to drop it in the link in the chat and then maybe I can access it? I can do it for you.
I think I got it.
Okay. Okay. All right, who's next? I'm gonna come right back. I gotta go and talk to another group. And I'll be right back. Okay, so are you guys done?
Yeah, but I think they're still like commenting on it right now.
Okay, are you guys still commenting on it? I should see you guys like your names on it. And then Kai, I need access to your Google Doc.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, and then the rest of you guys, what are you gonna do? Okay. Kamila, you have your, is it working now?
No, but I kind of like remember what I wrote. If I could like summarize it, maybe.
Okay. Can you put your doc in the chat?
No, that's what I was trying to get a link to put to share, but
Yeah.
it's not loading.
Kai and Trinity, could you please upload your assignment to Canvas? Now it's open. Okay. Okay. And then looks like Blaze and Zeke, you guys can just jump into the main room and then start working on your project, okay? So that you don't waste any time. Okay, and hopefully you can finish by tomorrow, okay? Yikes. And then Elise, I'm gonna move you so you can see somebody else's project. Okay. And then let's see. You two that are now done, I'm going to move you guys to group 1 so you guys can at least see some projects, okay? And then I don't know, could you like log out and then like restart your computer again and try and get back in? Okay, because then you can upload your assignments, okay?
Okay.
Alrighty. Okay, who's next? Okay, wonderful. Did you share it in the chat?
I already shared.
I missed it.
Sorry, Miss Kabutu. It's a little boring. It's just 4 entries. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Well, it shouldn't have been too crazy, you know?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
It's like about this kid. I'll explain while everyone's reading their comments.
Okay, yeah, perfect.
It's about like this kid, and of course they get hit by the dust bowl, bam. And then they're all like, Mama and Papa said it's gonna be better when we get to California, so they have all this hope in them. But they find out that, bam, it's not better. They have to get separated from their family and work at a different farm. And so they're like, but the thing is, when they went to California, they lost all of their hope. But near the end of the entry, they say it ends with, I just gotta go with the flow. Wherever the wind takes me, I'll have to accept it. If I work hard enough now, maybe I can go see Mama and Papa again. Maybe it's just a silly dream, but dreaming never hurt nobody. And I thought that was the most important part because it's like the dreaming relating to the book. So the kid basically has to live on their hope again to survive the depression.
Did you read The Glass Castle last year?
Yes.
Yeah.
That book.
Same kind of thing, right? With like
Wow.
this whole idea of like hope for a better future.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Very cool. Jake, did you share out yet?
No, but could I just say the summary of my I
Okay.
wrote like a ending review.
Okay.
So it was basically like it starts off on page 103 where the last parts, and they start off with George and Lenny talking about their dream, about how they're about to, well, how George is about to execute Lenny, but George takes a different option and tries to use that gun he has and tries to injure the men, but like not kill him. They try to do that and then they try to run away, but still back to the camp where they could just get supplies, where they could just hold on to them. And yeah, they just start to run away to start a new life. So that's my summary of the ending review that I wrote.
Cool. Well, you didn't like the end of Mice and Men?
It wasn't bad, but I
Yeah.
thought we could make it another story, as in like when they try to run away.
Right. It's like watching the Titanic and hoping that the ship doesn't sink, even though we know the ship's going to sink, right? It's
Yeah.
that real big need to hope for the best. Going back to Kaylee's story, right? I think human wise, like that's what all of us want, is just the best for everybody. Yeah. And so you let Krisha, oh shoot. Okay, I gotta go let people in. Good job. Okay, you know what, Jake? Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, you can go.
Oh, okay, thank you. You guys, like this was supposed to be a fun assignment. What did you choose to do?
I chose to rewrite the ending.
Okay, so what point are you gonna start it at?
Right before George is supposed to get,
Okay.
shot.
Really? You don't want to back it up to when Candy enters the room, not Candy, but Curly's wife enters the room?
Nah, I have
Okay.
another way of it ending.
All
So
right. Krisha, what room were you in? Did you get booted out?
My laptop died at like 71%. So I don't know.
Oh, okay. Who are you with? Alicia, guys?
Gio and Carson.
Oh, okay. Let me put you there. Okay. All right. And then Blaze, what are you working on?
I'm gonna rewrite the ending from when they find the wife.
Dead?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going to open the assignment up. It's going to be due by the end of tomorrow. Okay. So I need you guys to like do this. You guys, it's supposed to be a really fun assignment. I guess for like a middle-aged woman, that would have been really fun, but maybe not for a teenage boy. Yeah. Zeke, you don't know how much I laughed about that. I just laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed. And then like, because Blaze's mom and I are like the same age, like I'm sure Blaze, like I think we're kind of middle-aged-ish. I think we're like beginning middle age. How old are your parents?
my parents are in their 30s right now.
Oh, they're so young.
Yeah.
That's not middle age. Don't you call them middle age?
Well, I do sometimes because they act like it.
Oh, like what? They go sleep early.
Real early.
Yeah, because they're trying to get away from you. Nah, just joke. Okay, so you two, let's have you guys make sure you finish this by tomorrow, okay? And then email me when it's done so I can grade it. Okay. Especially you two, like I'm expecting you guys to do really good work, okay? And get good grades for my class. Trying to make it easy for you guys, I mean, yeah, you got to do work, but I'm not like trying to pass you guys for fun, okay? I want you to get something out of my class. Can, please? Okay. Check out these other people. Good morning. How you guys doing? Yeah? Are you guys finished? You are? Okay, let me go check on the other group and then we can.
Miss Coverture, where do we submit it?
Oh, I had a tuk-tuk moment and I didn't open up the assignment, but now it's open. You can totally submit it in the share out of my Sendmen choice board final. Do you see it? Okay.
I have a question.
Yes, Apole Hikiula. Yes, I was running this morning. It was freezing.
Oh no.
I ran on Monday as well.
No, since me and Laki are partners, do only one of us have to turn it in, or do we have to both turn it in?
You can just one of you guys turn it in and then yeah.
Put both their names on it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And then maybe what I'll do is screenshot what I wrote or whatever. And then email one of you guys so that you guys know what is what.
Okay.
All right. How did you guys' poems come out? Did it come out okay? Kai?
No, I'm not very good at poetry. It's like a little bit hard.
But last year your poem was really good for the First Day Came For poem. Do you remember that?
Last year was like different. I think.
Oh, okay. All right, let me go check on the other group and then we're gonna move on to sharing out our other poems. It was just the first go at it. So I mean, no big deal. But this next one, we're gonna hope to raise the bar a little bit, okay? Alicia, you okay? What is that flag behind you? It's really cool. There's like really cool designs.
It is the
Did you-
chakras. I don't know what side to move to because mirrored, but yeah, the spiritual hippie thing. Yeah.
Oh, are you a hippie?
Kind of.
Ish? Good,
Yeah.
good. Hippies. I have a funny story about that, but I'm not going to tell you right now. I'm going to check on the other group. Okay, are you guys done? Okay, we're gonna just stop. We're gonna stop the breakout rooms, and then I'm gonna pair you guys. I'm gonna pair you guys up so you guys can share out your poems. All right, so everybody should be able to, at this point, upload your assignment. Okay, upload your assignment to the share out choice board final for Of Mice and Men. What is going on with my? Okay, yeah. Where did the rest of my students go? Today's really feeling like a Monday, you guys. Okay, so just as a heads up, I opened up this assignment. I gave this assignment to you for your final choice board 2 weeks ago. Okay, so, and it was a pretty open assignment to really get you guys to show me what you guys can do. Okay, however, I have a feeling for some of you guys that this final assignment for Of Mice and Men kind of backfired on you guys. Okay, as far as like, I only gave you guys real, like very little guidance as far as what to do. My challenge for you guys was to make it your own and raise the level of your work. What happened was, for some of you guys, that gave you permission to kind of not do it or not do a good job on this last assignment. So I'm kind of bummed, you guys. And it's going to reflect in some of your guys' grades. When I give you an assignment like this, I'm hoping that you guys can really make it your own, okay? And I hope that every time we meet, I'm communicating that level of expectation for you guys, okay? I'm not saying that all of you guys, but I have a feeling that a number of you guys just kind of waited till the last moment. So sometimes when I give you an assignment early, there's a reason for it. Okay, everybody, we good on that? Okay, so next time I give you guys an assignment, I open up early, I'm telling you guys, you're gonna need to do a couple drafts, all right? And it depends on what you're gonna do with the assignment, okay? And if you're having a hard time, you gotta email me, okay? You gotta, like, if you need help, then you need to advocate for yourself. I really believe in you guys advocating for yourself, okay? All right, So I have recreated rooms. So some of you guys are going to be sorry. Some of you guys are going to have 2 people in your room. Some of you guys are going to only have, well, are going to have 3 people in your room. Do you guys hear my dog's barking? Oh my gosh. Hang on. All right. That didn't help, but, and then I'm going to open up the rooms. So you guys are sharing out now your response poems. Everybody good on that, right? Okay, so what you're going to do is, as you get onto the response poems, it should look like kind of like a discussion board, right? Okay, so we want to make sure that you are providing feedback, right? This shouldn't take too long, so we can move on to the rest of our module for today. Where is it? It should say poetic response to the introduction of the Harlem Renaissance. Okay, do you see it? Okay, it should be uploaded there. Okay, I'm going to open up the rooms. So, Alicia, if you look in module 3.5, it's the second one. It's the one in the middle. Okay. All right. So you two, you guys go ahead and share. Alicia, you're going to just get a feel for what they're doing. We had to, if you look, you're going to create a copy of this presentation, and then that presentation will walk you kind of through the Harlem Renaissance, and then creating your first draft of like a poetic response to the other poems that are presented in the Google Slides. Okay, who's going first?
Oh, I can. Oh, okay, I can go first. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, mine is. Oh, I didn't title it, but it's like, I think it's gonna be called Change. Okay. So it's change, learning, growing, failing, change. Change. The birds chirp as the cool winds flow. I wonder if my parents know. They are being brainwashed. The strength of the people become purposefully lost. Change. Change. No dream is out of range. Dream of them, the peace they deserve. But the others are against them for the land they reserve. We are the change.
Cool.
So yeah, that was basically it.
Can you talk about what are you responding to?
I'm responding to how, well, the part where it said my parents are being brainwashed, it's like, you know how during that time, or wait, like the white people didn't want people to think, or they wanted people to think that the black people were bad and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So they're being brainwashed by feeding them negative thoughts about them. And that's why the strength of the people become lost, because we're all one people and it's all breaking apart.
Mm-hmm.
And then I didn't get really specific. It was kind of really vague. I could do better, but the part, it's like, dream of them for the peace they deserve. It's like, that's what I'm talking about, like the black people, because they deserve peace. And yeah, the others are against them are the white people. That's why they're against them, and they have like their land. And yeah, basically I'm responding to them not getting what they deserve, and that's why we have to change for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. And then so you two, don't forget to like, I guess you guys can jump onto the discussion board and find Tia's poem to kind of just make some comments. Okay. And then we'll have Alicia share out. Okay. So Elisa, did you get a chance to look through the poem, the slideshow?
Yeah, is it the poetic response to the introduction of the Harlem Renaissance?
Right. Yeah. So we looked through the Harlem Renaissance, and then you might have to open it with the Google Slides to make your copy. Okay. And then your copy, you're gonna have to change the shared settings to anyone with the link can comment. And then you're gonna go through, there's videos embedded for like the Song of the Smoke. That's one of the poems, and then Strange Fruit. And then I2 is pretty straightforward. So what you're gonna do is create a 14-line poem that responds with your reaction, maybe your rejection, or how we've changed, okay? Or if you wanna give voice to the people that came before and had to endure that struggle, then that's what you're gonna do. And by all means, it does not have to rhyme. Okay, all right, cool. You're up.
So my poem was called Privilege. And okay, when I say our, I have like a white ethnicity. Is that what it's called? Like my mom is white. So that's why I said our, because like, yeah. So if you're not, sorry, but like, yeah.
So you are too then?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
fine.
why I put our.
All good.
So it's called Privilege, and I said, so it's, our skins glow with safety, our blood flows with insolvency. Their skin glows with differences, their blood flows with dread. A complex pushing us higher, a validating community pushing them lower, and yet some choose to be blind. Our blood is notorious, their blood is vigorous, despite either the blood is red. Using safety to endure insolvencies, using safety to apologize for the dread, using safety to protect them, using safety to be cited.
Nice.
And it's basically just about like if you're white, like use your privilege for something good, like acknowledge that you have it, and then like help people who don't have that privilege that you have.
Yeah, like there's a definite responsibility for those who are in a better position in society, right? And if you're not in that position, then what is your responsibility as well, right? So it's kind of interesting, right? Being on both sides almost, right? Because it's like, wait a minute, I'm both, right? And so how does that play out? You know, if you decide to go to like the continent to go to school, like and then what do you become, right? Are you an ornament because now you're just like, oh, that's the girl from Hawaii, right? Well, do you live on the beach? It's like, well, do you live in an igloo since you came from Alaska? You know, it's just kind of that same issue. Okay, cool. So make sure you guys respond to each other. Okay, and then maybe you guys can like, Alicia, if you have questions, these girls can help you. Okay, I'm gonna jump into another room. And then kind of, maybe you guys can, if Alicia, you can ask them questions on their project for the Of Mice and Men, okay? So that they can give you some ideas on how to do that one, okay? Hi, are you guys done? Okay, are you guys on the discussion board responding to each other? Okay, so you guys should have uploaded to the discussion board and then to share out your 14 lines or whatever. And then that way people can respond to your work. Can you get on and respond? Is it open?
Do we just respond to the people in our group?
Yeah, that's fine. Does that work for you? Okay, cool.
Oh wait, it's
I'm on the discussion board right now, and
Yeah.
I found Trinity's one, but there's no like respond to Trinity.
Oh. What is going on with this? I swear, Canvas.
Oh, I just pressed something and I cannot see her poem now.
You cannot. Okay, let me try and open it up. This kind of stuff, I tell you. Okay. Now try. Cherry. Oh, cat.
What I'm doing. Okay.
What is your cat's name?
His name is Peta, and he has 2 siblings, the Katniss and Rue. So that's one
Rue?
of the names.
From Hunger Games? Oh, I was so sad when she. Can you see my announcement to everybody? Does it pop up on your screen? Yeah. Trinity, how you doing? You good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna check on another group and then we'll move on.
Supposed to.
Hi, you guys.
Hi.
I should have moved you guys since you guys work together, but that's okay. You guys are like brother sister anyway, right?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yep.
So it should be open now. I don't know what's going on with my Canvas, but now are you guys able to access each other's poem in the discussion so you can comment on them?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, this is like,
The poetic response.
yeah, yeah. It's a discussion board, so
Yeah.
make sure you finish that. And then I'm just gonna close out the room so we can move on.
Okay.
Okay, because I want to give you guys time to start writing your next poem. Okay. Where are you?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm in Auntie Jody's room.
Oh, love her. She's so good with this, doing stuff for the school.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be her when I grow up. Hi, Eva. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. How are you?
How's what? How
Never
am I,
mind.
how am I doing? My Canvas isn't working properly today. I'm having like two moments in Canvas. It's so irritating. Okay. Anyway, we're going to move on. Why? Because we're resilient human beings and we're in the Harlem Renaissance era, so we better be resilient. Okay. So we have gone through, hopefully we've shared out our assignments for, first of all, our final projects for Of Mice and Men. And then we shared out a draft. All right. I'm going to encourage you guys to, let's go ahead and start a doc, a Google Doc, and let's, or if you want to just continue that, that draft doc with that first response poem, you guys can continue a doc. Okay. But I want you to collect all your poems that you're writing on one doc. Can you guys do that? Okay, so go ahead and open up a Google Doc and let's copy and paste our first poem. These are all working drafts, so you might go back and revisit them when you realize that you might want to change something. Something will happen and you'll be like, oh my gosh, that's the line I was looking for. Okay, so everybody make a Google Doc. You can write, I don't know, my 2021 poetry collection by yours truly. Okay. So just make sure you have that, and then we'll move on. I'm going to be playing this poem for you, and then we're going to look at it in kind of like in a small group again. Okay, so what do we have here? Are you guys done making your collection of poems? Can you just add me to that doc? Can you just share it with me? And then I just want to have commenting access to it because I don't want to touch your words. Okay. Are those chips, Apole? What are you eating? Was that a thin? What is that? Cookies? Oh, yes. Have you eaten the chocolate ones? Those are good. Tastes like giant Oreo cookies. Okay, so let's move on here. I'm gonna have you guys move to The Hill We Climb by Amanda Gorman. Okay, I'm gonna play for you the video so you guys can watch it. But what I want you guys to do is to click on Make a Copy, Read Her Poem, because you're going to be interacting with this, this worksheet. Okay, everybody good? Okay. Because I don't see you guys on the dock. Okay, I see a couple of you guys. All right, so what I did was, if you guys look at this student copy, you guys can go ahead, rename it to your own copy. What I did was, I kind of broke up the poem. So if you guys look, parts of it are bold, like chunks of it are in bold, and some are not. Do you guys notice that? You guys can see that, yeah? And then down below, if you look, I highlighted the anaphora, right? So the repetition of a phrase, right? We will rise from repetition. Okay? All right, so you guys should be able to work off this doc, okay? Okay, so let me play this for you. Oh,
Miss Kabuto, can I use the bathroom really quick?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I want to be able to enjoy the poem. You know?
Just mute yourself, girl. Okay. Hang on. I know I'm not sharing my screen. Okay, so as we go through this, you might want to, I want you guys to have, you can kind of minimize my screen that I'm sharing with you, okay? But I want you guys to have your copy of this so that you can follow along with her, okay? So this poem was performed and presented during the inauguration. I'm not trying to make this a political thing. What I want you guys to do is focus on the figurative language and the poetic devices. right? So I'm gonna try in the next like month or so to throw as many examples of what like the spoken word sounds like so that you guys can start to hear that rhythm. Okay, so we're gonna be focusing on alliteration. Okay, we're gonna be focusing on the play on words. Okay, you're gonna notice, so get like your highlighters out ready to go for that. Okay, and what I'm gonna have you guys do is we're gonna mark up this paper. We're gonna pretend like, you know, how we do in a regular classroom where we have the actual like photocopied version. Okay, but now we're doing this digitally. Okay, we good? You guys ready? You guys have your copies side by side? Okay. Yay, and Kaylee came back just in time. Okay, here we go.
Madam Vice President, Mr. Emhoff, Americans, and the world. When day comes, we ask ourselves, where can we find light in this never-ending shade? The loss we carry, a sea we must wade. We've braved the belly of the beast. We've learned that quiet isn't always peace. In the norms and notions of what just isn't always just is. And yet the dawn is ours before we knew it. Somehow we do it. Somehow we've weathered and witnessed a nation that isn't broken, but simply unfinished. We, the successors of a country and a time where a skinny black girl descended from slaves and raised by a single mother can dream of becoming president, only to find herself reciting for one. And yes, we are far from polished, far from pristine, but that doesn't mean we are striving to form a union that is perfect. We are striving to forge our union with purpose, to compose a country committed to all cultures, colors, characters, and conditions of man. And so we lift our gazes not to what stands between us, but what stands before us. We close the divide because we know to put our future first, we must first put our differences aside. We lay down our arms so we can reach out our arms to one another. We seek harm to none and harmony for all. Let the globe, if nothing else, say this is true. That even as we grieved, we grew, that even as we hurt, we hoped, that even as we tired, we tried, that we'll forever be tied together, victorious, not because we will never again know defeat, but because we will never again sow division. Scripture tells us to envision that everyone shall sit under their own vine and fig tree, and no one shall make them afraid. If we're to live up to our own time, then victory won't lie in the blade, but in all the bridges we've made. That is the promised glade, the hill we climb, if only we dare it, because being American is more than a pride we inherit. It's the past we step into and how we repair it. We've seen a force that would shatter our nation rather than share it, would destroy our country if it meant delaying democracy. And this effort very nearly succeeded. But while democracy can be periodically delayed, it can never be permanently defeated. In this truth, in this faith we trust, for while we have our eyes on the future, history has its eyes on us. This is the era of just redemption. We feared it at its inception. We did not feel prepared to be the heirs of such a terrifying hour, but within it we found the power to author a new chapter, to offer hope and laughter to ourselves. So, while once we asked, how could we possibly prevail over catastrophe? Now we assert, how could catastrophe possibly prevail over us? We will not march back to what was, but move to what shall be, a country that is bruised but whole, benevolent but bold, fierce and free. We will not be turned around or interrupted by intimidation, because we know our inaction and inertia will be the inheritance of the next generation. Our blunders become their burdens, but one thing is certain. If we merge mercy with might and might with right, then love becomes our legacy and change our children's birthright. So let us leave behind a country better than the one we were left. With every breath from my bronze-pounded chest, we will raise this wounded world into a wondrous one. We will rise from the gold-limbed hills of the West. We will rise from the wind-swept Northeast, where our forefathers first realized revolution. We will rise from the lake-rimmed cities of the Midwestern states. We will rise from the sun-baked South. We will rebuild, reconcile, and recover in every known nook of our nation, in every corner called our country. Our people, diverse and beautiful, will emerge battered and beautiful. When day comes, we step out of the shade, aflame and unafraid. The new dawn blooms as we free it. For there is always light, if only we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it.
Okay, how many of you guys saw this? Anybody? No. Okay. So you guys all have your copies, correct? Okay, so what I'm gonna do, okay, is this. This is what I wanna see from you guys. All right, we're gonna take about, and this might, I don't know, it might take some time actually. Okay, so, gosh. So when you look at this, okay, if you look, this is what I want to see from you guys. Okay, can you guys see my copy? Yeah. And so you're going to do a, what is it? Like even this. Let's go ahead and highlight the word, the hill we climb. Okay. And then let's do a Control Command M. Is that what it is? Nope, not that. Option Command M. Okay, so that we can add in a comment. So we know that the hill is a symbol, right? A symbol for what, right? Obstacles. For what, right? Social injustices of the past, okay? And we know that when we climb, what does that represent? So everybody should be kind of doing this with me, yeah? And the climb represents what, right? Getting to the top of the hill, right? To strive.
Overcoming obstacles.
What is that?
Overcoming obstacles.
Totally, right? What is that saying? Kulia ikanuu. Yeah. Okay. So we must strive. We got to overcome. If not, we're in the same place, right? So if you guys look, what I want to show you guys is that, like, the more you hear this Amanda Gorman's poem, you're gonna, it's like listening to your favorite song, right, guys? It's like, holy smokes, it just gets better and better. And it's not because she's being political, it's because she's being a human being, right? And so I talked about this in one of the breakout rooms today, right? Is that we all want something that's best for each other, right? It's rare that you meet somebody who you don't want the best for them. And those people, they're working on their things, right? We know those people, right? But for the most part, right, we are each other's cheerleaders. This class especially, you guys cheer each other on so much. I love it. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is just go ahead and go through this. You guys can go through this in blocks. If you guys need to summarize it, do that, okay? But what I would like to see is some annotations, okay? This part right here, right? When day comes, right? What is it? The when is the what, right? Is the opportunity, right? Is it's gonna come no matter what. The light is the hope for a better tomorrow. The shade, okay, so look at this. I want to see some real analysis of her words that she chose. This is what you call diction. Diction is like you choose specific words because they carry weight. They draw pictures in your head, right? So shade, we know what shade is, right? Don't be trying some shade at me, right, Zeke? What we want to do is we want to go deeper than that. So your initial assumption or analysis of what it is okay. That is your starting point. I want everybody to remember that. When you analyze your first thought, and then you'll get to a deeper moment, right? So this is what I'm talking about. So when I look at the word shade, it is more than just the darkness, right? It's almost like a lie, actually. The shade is the illusion that light is there to bring hope, right? So I want you to dive deep. Okay, go there. The shade is almost worse than the darkness because it gives us this image of, yeah, there's light and we can get out of it, but they coexist, right? So that's my take on her using the word shade. Okay, if you go down to this part right here, you notice that she played on the words justice, right? That was amazingly powerful. Look, we've learned that quiet isn't always peace. Why? Because maybe there's something in you rumbling and you're not ready to speak about it yet. But when you are, yeah, we go in rage. Okay. The norms and notions. So let's call that out. What is norms and notions? It's a sound device. It's called what? Alliteration. Okay, there's choke alliteration. You guys notice that there's choke alliteration. You're gonna start doing that in your own poetic response. The norms and notions of what just is, right? Isn't always justice, right? So the just is like, oh, it is what it is, right? It's that, oh, that's just how it goes. Leave it alone. Is that okay? Is that justice? She's asking you to think about that. Okay, so I'm gonna stop talking for a bit. And in fact, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's take about 5 minutes right now to just kind of get through some of this poem. Go ahead and look for lines that really jump out at you, okay? Go ahead and find something. So I don't know, did you guys hear Redemption song this morning as you guys were waiting in the waiting room? Did you guys hear that or no? No. Do you guys know Redemption song by Bob Marley? It's a good song. Well, she uses that word, right? This is the era of just redemption. Okay, so go ahead and look. In just a bit, I'm going to have you guys drop in your favorite line of this poem. Okay, so make sure you have one in mind and be ready to speak about it. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's copy and paste one of the lines that really jumped out at you. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Trinity, can you please talk about your line just a little bit that you selected?
So I chose this line because when a lot of people think about these movements or people speaking up about these problems, they assume that you want everything to be perfect, but you have to take the smaller steps first. And the line that says, "We are striving to forge our union with a purpose," it shows that it's not just to achieve perfection, it's to just improve little by little, which is better than nothing.
Right. Make a move, right? Alicia, would you like to talk more about why you selected your line?
I read it and I kind of read it like as it's because being American is more than the pride we inherit. It's the past we step into and how we rebuild it. I read it as like America has a lot of past mistakes that I guess that they have made, and being an American is not just about the pride that we have of being an American, being free. It's about looking back at. It's also about you have to look at the mistakes and how we need to move on and we need to rebuild and repair, like it says,
Right.
repair our country from past mistakes that have happened in the past.
Mahalo for that. Yeah, let's focus on that word repair. What are some synonyms that come to mind? What other words are activated when you hear the word repair? Fix. Very good. What else? Let's go ahead. Blast the board. Undo. Nice. What else? Rehabilitation. Form.
Can I use the bathroom?
Yes. Mute it. Okay, what else? Improve. Very good. Okay, when you hear mend, right? So, Does anybody have like the word healing? To heal, right? Thank you. Thank you, La'akea. Mahalo. What do we have here, right? We have this idea that this sense of awamo kuleana, right? And I don't know if I talked to you guys about that. It's the, what do? We are CAS students, right? And there is a responsibility that you carry with you, right? You represent our school, you represent your families, you represent yourself. And so those types of responsibilities that you hold near and dear to your heart, right? Talk about and actually inspire you to do something, right? So if you guys look, let's get back into our canvas. We're still on The Hill We Climb by Amanda Gorman. Okay, so just real quickly, I want you to discuss, okay, just for like a couple minutes here. What is the purpose of this poem, really, right? It's being performed, presented at this last inauguration. But when you listen to the words, right, it's not really siding with one side or the other. It is a call to action. What is that call to action for all of us? Okay, what is the inspiration behind this poem, right? It's not saying to vote Republican or Democrat. What is it really saying to us, right? What is it inspiring us? Just maybe a couple sentences, okay, and then we'll move on to the rest of our day, because we're going to be closing out soon. Okay, so just make a little comment, and then we'll move on. Apole, we're just dropping in a comment in the discussion board about what is the purpose or the intent of this poem presented. Okay, what's the call to action? Just like maybe 2 sentences, and then we'll move on.
Do we write it in the chat?
No. So what I did was I gave you an article to read if you guys are further interested in Amanda Gorman's story. And then I gave you this like slideshow, just reminding you guys of the figurative language and literary devices. And then below you see that reply box. Yeah. Okay. So just something, what do you think it means? What is the purpose? Sorry, the purpose of her writing. Okay. Okay, thank you, Trinity. If you are done with that response, then you can move on to the next part in the module. Okay. And then let's create this next worksheet. We're going to create a copy and then adjust your settings so that I have access to it for comment. So this is what I'm going to leave you guys with for today. Okay, so let's see how many more people are done. Okay, lovely. So I'm going to encourage you guys to listen to her poem again with the words so that you guys can kind of hear it, right? So you can kind of hear, right, the alliteration, the rise and fall, the pace of her voice when it's like she slows it down, when she kind of lowers the volume, right? When she speaks with more intensity. Those are the kinds of things that we're going to have you guys practice for your final in May. Okay, so are we good? Can we move on? Can I get a thumbs up to just check? Okay, thank you. So what we have here is we have, basically you're going to select another poem to respond to. Okay, so when you look at this worksheet, okay, on the left hand side, you're going to choose, you can, if you go to find the poem, so I'm going to just share my screen so I can walk you guys through this. If you guys look here, okay, this social injustice poems, if you guys just click on that, it leads you to an article on some of the people that come up here. So you guys can maybe look through this. Okay, I don't know about you, but Langston Hughes is one of my most favorite poets, but you do have some of the Harlem Renaissance people here. If you go back to the doc, okay, there's others below. And so what I'm going to push you to do is to find one that really speaks to you, okay? I want you guys to learn from other poets. How did they construct the lines? Okay, so as you guys do that, you would copy and paste. So what I did was I gave you guys just my example of what I did, right? So you're gonna copy and paste the selected poem, okay? And then you're going to create your response on the right-hand side. With that, you're going to have comments, okay, analysis, right? So, for example, when I show you guys this, right, the rain, tears of Harlem, right? So I chose this stanza to rewrite the ending of Strange Fruit with more of a sense of healing the past and thriving in the future, right? So we made that shift. I made that shift. Okay, and so I want you guys to just explain how your poem responds to the poem that you selected. Everybody good on that? Okay, and that's going to happen up here. You're going to just copy and paste the poem that you selected in here, and then on this side you're going to write your own in response to the message. Okay, good to go? Okay, next. You're like, next? Okay, so then you're gonna just drop it in here, right? You're gonna drop it into this assignment. This you're going to be working during cohort B, and you're gonna be completing this by this Friday. What am I doing to you guys, right? I know all of you guys are like, what is she doing to us? What am I doing to you guys? I'm trying to free up your weekend so you guys can spend time with your family, for real, okay? I'm trying to get you guys to stop taking a nap and sleeping during cohort B on Fridays, okay? And then if you need to reach out to me, I need you guys to do that, or reach out to each other, okay? Oh, can you look at my poem? It's kind of messy right now, right? I need you guys to lean on each other, okay? Be there for each other. Okay, so what you're gonna do is go ahead and make a copy of this worksheet as well, okay? There's an article here I want you to read just to introduce yourselves to the Hawaiian Renaissance timeline. And then there's another article here for you guys to check out. You're just going to plug in some of the dates here. That's all you're gonna do. It's a copy and paste. Repeat after me, copy and paste. And then on the right-hand side, you're just gonna add some questions or comments. Okay? Got it. Okay. All right. Some of you guys need to let me know what's going on with your other assignment of Mice and Men final. Okay, the rest of you guys, I can't wait to read your responses. I will be commenting on them and then giving you a grade. Okay? If you have any questions, I'll stay back for a bit. But other than that, see you guys later. Mahalo for coming. Okay. Elise, I think we're good, yeah?
Yeah, I just wanted to know if there was anything else that I need to do.
Just check out the
Other than
KS Connect. Yeah, and then just try to get on these things that we're doing as well, okay?
Okay, got it.
All right, bye, take care.
Bye.
Bye. Yes.
For mine, you know how I did on paper, so I inserted
Yeah.
the images on slides.
Perfect.
But if you can't see it, like email me or something, because I don't know if it's in.
Let me look. Okay. Okay, and then?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, wait. Let me. Lucy, age 12. How cute. Oh, I love it. You burnt the paper.
Yes, my mom was like, "What are we supposed to do?" I was like,
My daughter's a pyromaniac. That is so awesome. I love that you did that. I think everybody needs to see yours. Oh, that is so cool. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Okay, you can read it though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I was so bumming because some people didn't finish or didn't do theirs, but this made my day. Thank you.
Okay, bye. Have a
Bye.
good day.
Take care. Yes.
I decided to re-upload my pictures onto a different doc, so I turned it in. But
Okay.
I was wondering if you can see it.
Okay, let me check.
The link was kind of weird.
You know what? My computer, my whole thing was kind of not working, so we'll just roll with it, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
All good. I don't want like my class to stress you out. I want you guys to be able to grow from my class. So if we need to make adjustments, then that's what we're gonna do. Okay? Yeah. And then email me if you ever need like help or whatever. Okay, but not like the night before. Like one of my students I met last night at 7:00 at night. I was like, not quite sure if I'm supposed to be doing this, but okay. Okay, wait, let me see. Do you have class next?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay, wait, I can't see. Did you submit it to the Share Out Choice Board final?
Yeah. Oh, it's still submitting. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can submit it still.
Okay.
And then yes.
Could you just email me and then I'll like make the pictures bigger?
Okay, I'll let you know.
Okay.
All right, take care. Bye.